Over the past 2 seasons, we've seen Manchester United play with a high-risk, high-reward philosophy under Erik Ten Hag. High pressing, high transitions, and high anxiety. But now, the name Michael Carrick is back in the spotlight. Not as a quiet assistant, but as a manager with a very different philosophy. Calmness, control, structure. Michael Carrick versus Erik Ten Hag. Not just 2 coaches, but 2 different ways of seeing the game. In this video, we'll break down the radical tactical differences between Ten Hag's chaos football and Carrick's controlled possession. Is Carrick the answer United has been searching for? Let's dissect his tactics.
Terrific finish from Mason Mount, his first of the season. As you see it here.
Welcome back to Football Talks. When Michael Carrick took over as interim manager at Manchester United, the team wasn't looking for a philosophy. They were looking for breathing space. The dressing room was full of pressure, the public was angry, the structure of the game was in disarray, and Carrick didn't come in bringing revolution. He came in bringing stability. Many assumed Carrick was merely a disciple of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That was a huge mistake. Data from Middlesbrough shows he has his own system, more akin to Pep Guardiola than Ole. Today, I will compare 4 key aspects: build-up play, pressing structure, midfield role, and transition management.
Show me something, Dale. Dale, come on.
Outside, Lucas! Outside!
Dale, Lucas.
Ten Hag often uses the goalkeeper, Onana, as an outfield player, baiting the press, then sending long passes forward. Carrick, more patient. At Borough, he often uses build-up play, with midfielders dropping back to line up with the defenders to create a numerical advantage at the back. The first and most noticeable difference is in the initial phase, the build-up. Erik Ten Hag is obsessed with drawing the opposition out. He wants Onana to hold onto the ball for as long as possible until the opposition presses, then release it. This is high risk. If one pass goes wrong, a goal is conceded. In contrast, Michael Carrick is more pragmatic, yet elegant. At Middlesbrough, he often used a basic 4-2-3-1 formation that transformed into a 3-2-5 when attacking. One wing-back would push very high up the field, while one midfielder would drop back to help the centre-backs. The goal is not to lure the opponent, but to move the opponent through patient ball circulation. Carrick dislikes speculative long balls. He wants the ball to flow on the ground. He does not force high-risk short build-ups. When pressed, long balls are the solution. Not beautiful, but rational. This is not romantic football. This is realistic football. Carrick coaches as he used to play, reading the tempo,
Carrick.
not rushing, maintaining
Van
balance.
Persie!
He doesn't try to control the game through ball possession. He controls through positional stability. And in his short tenure, United look calmer. Ten Hag, aggressive man-to-man marking, often leaves large gaps in midfield if the opponent breaks through the press. Carrick, zonal marking and mid-block, prefers to wait in the middle of the field, closing passing lanes, then pressing when the ball enters a certain zone. This is why MU conceded so many goals last season. Transition space. Ten Hag implements a man-oriented press system. This means that if Bruno presses forward against the opposing defender, Casemiro must follow, and Varane must follow. If one player is late, the entire system collapses, and the opponent has a clear path to Onana's goal. Carrick is different. He is more conservative. He prefers to use a compact mid-block. His team will wait in a tight formation in the middle of the field. They won't chase the ball blindly. They let the opposing defender hold the ball, but close off access to the midfielders. This makes Carrick's team much harder to break down, hard to beat, even though they may appear less aggressive compared to Ten Hag. Carrick prioritizes security. Ten Hag prioritizes pressure.
As a former midfielder, Carrick is very conservative in maintaining balance.
His double pivot acts as a shield for the centre-backs. Progressive movement exists, but it is not excessive. Ten Hag builds attacks from the midfield. Midfielders are required to be brave in receiving the ball under pressure, be progressive in passing, have high mobility for positional rotation. The tempo of play under Ten Hag is faster, more aggressive. Under Carrick, the tempo is more controlled. Who benefits most if Carrick's system is implemented? The answer? Kobbie Mainoo. In Ten Hag's system, midfielders are often left alone to cover large areas because their partners are busy pressing. That's too much for a young player. In Carrick's possession and control-based system, Mainoo will have a partner close to him, double pivot. He won't need to run 40 meters to close down space, he just needs to focus on his vision and ball distribution. Carrick, as a former elite midfielder, knows exactly how to protect his best assets in midfield. If analyzed more deeply, Carrick is a situational solution. Ten Hag is an identity project. Carrick understands the team's emotional context. Ten Hag is building a long-term foundation. Carrick's approach feels closer to that classic DNA. Ten Hag is trying to combine that DNA with a modern European structure. And this is where the debate lies. Should United return to being a controlled chaos team, or become a disciplined and precise tactical machine? Carrick came as a storm calmer. Ten Hag came as a foundation rebuilder. One speaks to the instincts of the game. One speaks to the system. And perhaps, in the long journey of a club as big as Manchester United, both are part of a phase that simply had to happen. Because before a new identity is born, chaos always comes first. So, Ten Hag versus Carrick. Ten Hag offers high-octane, entertaining football that risks giving fans heart attacks every week. Carrick offers stability, control, and structure that may seem slower, but is far safer. Given United's current squad, which is mentally fragile and defensively weak, perhaps Carrick's calm is the medicine needed more than Ten Hag's chaos. United needs evolution, not a revolution that burns everything down. And the question still hangs in the air over Manchester. Is the future built on stability or on the courage to change everything? I want to know what you think. Are you Team Ten Hag or Team Carrick? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button. I'll see you in the next one.